Welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and today is the anticipated book releases for December. And I have some bangers. I also have some that I literally just bought. I'm wanting to buy because of the cover, and others that I'm just like, I like it, maybe. So let's just jump right into it. But before we do that, let me clue you in. Hey, how are you doing? I post a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes Sunday. So please like and subscribe to see more of this face and my personality. And I bring you book hauls, book recommendations, and book reviews, because I'm a book channel. Especially the dark kind, We love some nice darkness in our lives. But yeah, let's just get into my anticipated, because it's like 17 books that I am holding out for. And I'm here. I'm here for it. Here. We're going to start with December 1st, and that is the Queen Sagar Miller. Let's go. And this is the 5th book in the Monsters and Muses series. I love Vipers and Vestros. I hope I'm saying it right. It's the 2nd book in the series. Love that book. I have almost every single version of that book. Love it. This is the 5th book. It's called Souls and Sorrows, and it's 357 pages. Souls and Sorrows is a dark romance inspired by the myth of Eros and Psyche. Nobody asked him to step in. I had everything under control, but by the time I shuffled on stage, there was no chance to stop him. Men ogled and touched as I offered my body and soul to the highest bidder, and I could tell my stranger didn't like what he saw. Or maybe he did. Maybe he liked it too much, and that was why his number shot up. Just saying. Okay, sorry. $250 million, and one external crisis later, Cash Primrose was dragging me down the aisle in the name of convenience. I suppose it could be worse. My new husband treats me as an equal, which is more than most women in my world get. Still, I find myself constantly expecting the other shoe to drop, for the beast who hides himself away, except in the dead of night, to show his true colors. I'm waiting for the monster my mother, always promised would come. But maybe that monster is me. I'm just saying. Yes. It's, again, December 1st. We love that for this. We love that. This next one also comes out on December 1st, and this one is called Catching Kai, a brother's best friend romance, and it's from the series called Florida East University. I've never read the series, but this caught my attention. It's by Hannah Gray. It has 311 pages. It says, everyone always says the best way to get over someone is to get underneath someone. Well, I guess I've never been one to believe it. Cheated on by my football star boyfriend and betrayed by my closest friend. I love infidelity. I'm not looking for yet another chance to get hurt. Collins isn't just a guy, a star on the D1 football team, the owner of a panty-melting smile, and abs that will have you fanning yourself and tingling in places you shouldn't. Or you should, I should say. Oh, and he's my brother's best friend. Love those. When he convinces me to hang out with him, I rarely take up his offer. After all, as long as I keep my guard up, I won't get hurt. Besides, a friendship between a male and a female can work, right? Yes, it actually can. I'm just saying, it works. What starts off as an innocent alliance becomes dicey when he suggests we fake date. It seems like a good plan, a solid scheme to help him get his mom off his back while also making my ex mad. Love fake dating. Come here. If I can hurt the guy who calls me pain and make the mean girls at school jealous, that's a double win. We love that. We love Stan. Plus, hanging out with Kai Collins is fun. One kiss, that's all it takes. A kiss only meant for the eyes of those who hurt me. A kiss that's supposed to be a big F you to those devils lurking in the shadows, watching my every move. But the same kiss makes me come alive in a way I never have. Makes it impossible for me to ignore those feelings I have whenever he's around, and it forever changes the relationship between Kai and me. Sometimes tragedies bring people close together, but in our case, it pulls us apart. When Kai runs, I'm not far behind, ready to catch him. Oh, this is the third and final book of the Florida East University series. All right. Okay, well, stand that. That was a good one. I truly, that's a good one. The next book that is coming out December 1st is Delicate Deprived Plans from the Lies and Secrets Duet by Ebony Brewer. I've read the first one, and the first one is Charming Cruel Boys. This is like a MFM relationship between two brothers, but it ended on a cliffhanger because like what was said and what we found out in the last book about our heroine's father was completely crazy. I was not expecting how that turned out to be. Our next one, okay, so this is one of the ones like I just saw and it's appealing. The series is called Breed by Her Harem, so all of the series is going to be a harem series. It's a novella. It just appealed. I'm going to give it a try. It's on December 6th. It's 37 pages long, and the first book in the series is called Jasmine, Bred by Her Harem, a taboo, age gap, forbidden harem romance. The summary goes, I thought I was in for a ruined vacation. I never thought I'd end up with a whole harem of sexy businessmen. Especially didn't think that they'd turn me into a breeding stock. Okay. Jasmine's vacation is ruined. She arrives a day before her friends, but then weather closes the airport. And she's stuck. If she's lucky, they'll show up in a few days. Otherwise, she's just stuck in the beach house all by herself. The first day, though, she runs into 4 attractive older men, and it doesn't take long before she discovers that they want her. They want her not not on vacation, but forever, because these 4 men want her to give them babies. Can such a forbidden age gap romance work? It's impossible, right? Why in the world does Jasmine want it so desperately? Yeah, this is by Penny Snock. I'm gonna give it a try. It seems like it could be fun. It's only 37 pages, so I'll try it out. Next one comes out December 8th, and it's also a novella. It's called Proud, Saving Abby, Book 2. This one is 188 pages, and this is by Maggie Alabaster and Joe Bradley. This is a reverse harem rockstar series, and book 1 was Pitch. Again, this is a reverse harem rockstar romance with MM and mafia families. It's 188 pages, and like I said, it's a part of a 6-book series. Okay, so my next one is the 3rd book in a series, so I'm not going to give the summary away just in case you haven't read the first one, which is The Untamed Vixen. So Villain Era is the sequel to The Untamed Vixen, and I don't want to ruin the sequel if I read the summary, but this is coming out December 9th. So yeah, if you want to read Untamed Vixen first, which is a dark mafia reverse harem romance, then please do. It sounds so good, and I think you'll like it. All right, so we're going to December 15th, and that is by K.L. White. It's called Stolen by the Orc Commander. It's an enemies to lovers monster romance, and it's the first book in the Brides of Forest Wolf clan. So it's going to be all about orcs in the monster romance realm. I love the cover. But it says, a human girl set on revenge. Orcs and humans have been at war with each other for as long as Snow can remember. Orphaned as a child, she spent her years as a tracker, known only as Hooded Bandit by the King's Men, stealing anything she can get in order to survive the harsh human lands of Everdeen. The only thing keeping her going is determination to make those responsible for her family's death suffer. We love that. Queen. When a routine carriage robbery goes south, Snow finds herself face to face with the notorious Orc commander himself. Taken as a captive and returned to Orc Mountain, Snow has a new goal: escape the mountain at no matter the cost. An Orc commander determined to end the war. Ozg, the Destroyer, is a skilled fighter. As the leader of the Orc army, he despises humans the most. The war has destroyed their homelands, leaving them all to suffer in the mountains. As commander, he knows that he must find a way to end this conflict once and for all. With no other choice, Ozg finds himself tracking a royal advisor, only to have his plans upended by a sickly human female. Once he quickly discovers is not what she seems. Ozg is resistant to trusting a human, but her extensive knowledge of the royal trade routes make her the ultimate find. Could this human be the key to ending the war? Tempers and passions flare as both Snow and Ozg realize the only way forward is for them to work together. Will this be an unlikely pair? Will this unlikely pair be able to put aside decades of hate and distrust? Or will factors beyond their control drive them apart before they get a chance? Welcome to Orc Mountain. That sounds so good. It sounds amazing. Then we have December 15th, and this is going to be the first book in a duet called the Dina Dao Duet. I butchered that last one. This is by Bea Page. The first book is called Depths and Diamonds, and it's a dark reverse harem romance. And there is no page numbers, but it says Arden, Lorcan, and Carrick. I don't think I said those names right. Are the men everyone fears. They're known as the Dinahi, dealing in depths. They steal information, they manipulate. To them, I'm Sin, their original Sin. The mute girl they never wanted to be drawn to. The girl who put a spell on them, who became their Kali Leech. Whoa, I don't know if I'm saying this stuff right. You see, I'm a modern day witch, skilled in the art of alchemy. A long time ago, I made a deal with the Dina T, and they're back to cash on my debt. But if I'm the apple they never wanted to take a bite of, then they're the snakes willing to use me for their own gain. They want me to make diamonds, a drug that has the ability to heighten senses and manipulate emotions. They want me to reverse the spell I put on them, but how can I? I may be a witch, but there's no fucking with love. This is a contemporary wide choose romance with dark themes and a hint of magic. And there will be trigger warnings. We love that. Love it. Even though I like some of those words, I'm gonna need a serious, December 16th. This one is by Callie King, and it's called Butterflies and Vicious Lies, a enemies to lovers college romance, and it's part of the Fractured Rhymes series. It's the first book in the series. So, and this does not have any page numbers, but it says, I told her my secrets and she told me gilded lies. The words that dripped from her lips like honey were nothing but empty promises. Her betrayal blindsided me. Pose had been my constant, my anchor, my calm until she wasn't. Now she's my enemy. Before I could even score, she fled to the other side of the country where she thought she was safe from my wrath. She was wrong, aren't they all? It doesn't matter how far my butterfly flew. I always knew where she was. All I had to do was wait and prepare for her return. After 5 years, Pose has flown back into town, and I have her cage waiting. It says, like, again, it's a complete standalone with a guaranteed HEA. That sounds amazing. I like that one too. Okay, so this next one I bought because this has a black woman on the cover. So maybe she's like the main lead. And I do want to start reading more POC main leads. So this comes out December 20th, and it's called Death and Chaos. It's a new adult university reverse harem, and this is part of a series called Chaos by Polytech University. This is the book 1. It's 141 pages, so it's a novella, and it's by Cassandra Joy and G.R. Lore Weaver. As chaos swirls, she must find her allies. Priscilla just wanted a normal university life and a chance to meet the guys next door. But when dark, unnatural events occur, she's going to need help to survive. This is the first of 5-book series. Death and Chaos introduces Priscilla, her men, and her instructors, not all of whom are what they appear. This series is a slow burn paranormal reverse harem romance intended for 18 over. It's going to be swirling with mysteries in an academic setting. Okay. I'm going to give that a try. It says first of 5 books, so. Okay, this next one comes out December 22nd. It's by Lainey Benner. It's called Broken, a dark bully romance. This is the first book in the Primes of Rutherford Prep. And this does not have any page numbers, but this one says rules, limits, norms. These words are not for a prime. A prime is a group of powerful families who rule everyone in secret, and Christian is one of them. He, Claus, and Rome own the halls of Rutherford Prep. All the girls want them, even though they are cold and different, merciless, reign over everyone. Except me. I have secrets to protect, especially from a prime. However, Christian has set his eyes on me. He's a psycho who wants to own and consume. And if he can't have me, he'll make me suffer. I fell for someone like him once and won't make the same mistake twice. I had meticulously planned to eliminate the primes for years, but Christian is something I had not expected. If I'm going to prevail, I must stay away from him. That's easier said than done. However, my name is Catherine Elizabeth Bomford, and I'm a survivor. Yes, get it, girl. We love a survivor. This is a dark enemies to lovers new adult romance with triggers which follow bullying, angst, and dark themes. You're about to fall in love with a troubled hero. We love a troubled hero too. I just love that. So this next one comes out December 24th, and this is by Steph Maka. This is book 2 of the Lies We Keep, and it's called Pretty Savage. It's a dark taboo stepbrothers romance, which has a reverse harem, and like it says it's coming soon, the blurb. December 27th is a book that the cover just gets me. It's by Piper Ryan, and it's called You Had Your Chance, Lee Barrows. From the Kingsman Football Stars. This is the first book in the series, and I know this is a second chance romance. Books. It's 260 pages, and I am here for it. Lee effing Burrows, the Kingsman star quarterback, legendary throwing arm, six-pack abs, kissable lips. Oh, but don't forget he's a lying, heartless egomaniac who broke my heart in college. It took me years to build myself back up after his deceit, and now I have a dream opportunity to prove myself working as a sports therapist on a professional team. The hurdle, or a mountain to be more accurate. The job is with San Francisco's Kingsmen. But back when I was a naive college girl, I felt lucky that he even noticed me. Now, 8 years later, he'd be lucky if I ever gave him the time of day. Which I won't. Not ever. Okay. Some people don't deserve a second chance, and Lee Burrows is one of them. Now, if someone could only tell him that because he's hell-bent on scoring the winning touchdown and won't accept that it's game over for us. Okay, I don't like that last bit, but this thing's so good. December 27th is when it comes out, and I can't wait. December 29th, and this is by Emma Darcy, or fantasy author May Sage. Just saying. This one is called Suck It Up, and this is, I can't wait. So it says, Morgan, I was never one to believe in fairy tales or good versus evil. In real life, evil wins any day. Yet, somehow I convinced myself I could make a difference. I made the means to push that privileged assholes ruling my town into a corner. They've had to give me answers, right? Wrong. So wrong. I broke the rules. Reckoning is coming, and it bears the face of a fallen angel. Caden Hunt took everything I ever loved and crushed it in his fist. He humiliated me, broke me, and set the pieces on fire for good measure. And when there's nothing left, he came back for more. Cam. There's a usual solution to take care of problems like Morgan Brown. A fixer could have buried her in a shallow grave or made her appear so insane she would have spent the rest of her life locked in a white room. I'm the alternative. She should thank me, really. Okay. Instead of destroying Morgan, I merely shattered a few pieces. Pursuing her afterwards isn't part of the plan, but I can't let go. She's oh so beautiful. When I watched her break, I can't resist putting her back together, only to destroy her all over again. She's mine to play with, mine to claim. Suck it up, darling. Yeah. Suck it up is not even remotely suitable for you if you have any triggers at all. You have issues with gray characters in dark situations, don't read it. You have issues with coercion and deception, don't read it. You have issues with group action and sharing in a MS story, don't read it. Camden is a villain, and Morgan happens to be twisted enough to deal with him. This is not a fairy tale. If you're okay with that, welcome to Heritage. Love it. Love it. December 29th, come here. Also on December 29th, that's coming out, is by Layla Simon. And this is from the Kings of Mackenzie High. This is The Pretty Wicked Boys, a dark high school romance. This one goes, I'm always the bully until Clan makes me the target. Emily. This should have been my year. I've worked hard to position myself at the top of Mackenzie's school hierarchy, and I'm not about to let my recent dumping jolt me from my rightful place. But when a chance encounter puts Clan Meiser in my path, I discovered my perceived status is no chance for his ruthless pursuit. The more I keep telling him I don't want him, the harder he tries. The harder he tries, the more damage he causes. It seems inevitable that he'll win, except I'm hiding more than a crush on my pursuer. The truth is, I already have a secret admirer, and if Clan gets on his radar, he'll tear his life apart. Clan. I know she wants me just as much as I want her. All Em needs to do is admit it, and if it takes the immunity of the entire school to get her to that point, so be it. But when I discover the reality of her life might not match the picture-perfect layout of her social media posts, it's too late. I've set the trap. I've cornered my prey. I've released the hounds. There's nothing I can do to take them back. Like it or not, Emma Corrig will become mine, like it or not. This is a dark, holy romance that contains graphic scenes, mature concepts, and elements that may be triggering. Whew. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? Second to last is by Saboyne Davis. This is from the Dirty Crazy Bad duet. If you don't know, it's a reverse harem, and the first book was Dirty Crazy Bad. It's a reverse harem, like I said, and it's this doesn't have a description for the book, but this comes out December 30th, and I am here for it, especially since it's only 2 books in the series. So yeah. And then the last book for this long video. This is the first of a duet, I think. And its series is called Emma Green Academy. I hope I said that right. But this is the Play by the Rules is the first book. And how it goes is, don't you miss me, baby? 5 words. A handful of rules, 1 boy. University is supposed to be a fresh start, a new beginning. Instead, I walk out of one prison only to enter another. His, Theodore Thomas. My childhood best friend, my teenage tormentor. He sets the rules, and you're expected to obey. But the thing about rules, they're made to be broken. What it says that it's the first book in the Academy series, but each book is going to be a standalone, and it has dark themes and content. Okay, so it's going to be a standalone, but there will be more books. This is by Violet Payne, and that is it for all of these. Like, I went through 17. I will have a lot of them are going to be in my Kindle. I know 2 of them are going to be physical buys because I'm supporting the author. And hopefully, once I read them on my Kindle, like my KU, and I like them, I will then go to physical buys. Yes. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I enticed you with some like new, books that you might not have known about, that you might want to read, get to know, and all that kind of stuff. I know some of them are part of series, so if you have KU, you can actually read some of the series up to date. So you can be up to date, for the upcoming books. And I hope you all enjoyed this. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer. I will see you all in my next video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.